Hey everybody. This morning here in Tucson, I'm going to talk to you on Politics 101 about China and our current crisis. Right now this morning, I just seen a major oil company, a company that does offshore drilling, they just declared bankruptcy. Now, understand, the price of oil at 10, 12 bucks a barrel, 10, 15 bucks a barrel is going to put a lot of American oil drillers out of business. And part of me is like, okay, whatever. Part of me is like, oh, that's terrible. We need our own energy sector, an energy sector that works. And first, we need all of our oil to stay in America. All energy produced in America must stay in America. No more exporting anything. Keep it in America and use it. Keep our prices low. One thing the government should do right now, oil that's pulled out of the ground anywhere in America is sold at the open market price. Most of the oil, I'm willing to bet it's 95, 99% of the oil that's pulled out of the ground in America is on public land. Why doesn't the government say, okay, pass a law that says anybody who pulls oil out of the ground on public land, you don't sell it at the open market price. We're going to guarantee you a profit. The cost of pulling it out of the ground, whatever that is, when it comes in America, that's probably about 30, 40 bucks a barrel. And we'll guarantee the cost of pulling it out of the ground so you break even, plus 5 bucks a barrel. That way, we sell oil here in America at a set price. Another thing we can do, we need to bar China from purchasing all these bankrupt companies. Now, this is just one, two, it's only been a few so far. Just wait, a couple weeks, it's going to end up being hundreds, if not thousands, tens of thousands of companies going bankrupt. China is in a position right now to swoop in like an eagle and just take off with all these companies, buy them up at fire sale prices. Fire sale, that's where your house, barn, whatever catches on fire, you sell what's in it for a couple pennies on the dollar. Right now, how many bankrupt oil businesses could China end up buying? What if China ends up owning 40, 50% of America's oil industry? Farms, what if China ends up buying farms? And, oh, all the food on these farms, it goes to China, not America. What then? Saudi Arabia has bought up farms in the Midwest, and they grow the big water-intensive crops like alfalfa, and they ship it all back to Saudi Arabia. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop this. We cannot let a foreign company come in, a foreign country, let's say, come in and purchase our bankrupt companies, the companies who are going bankrupt and just became bankrupt, at fire sale prices. The government needs to pass a law that says no foreign government can own land or businesses in America. Protect our companies. You want to protect the oil industry? If they're doing it on public land, that land belongs to all Americans, you, me, and all the people of America. So how do they figure what it's going to cost? Well, they estimate the size of the field, let's say 1 billion barrels. And then they go, okay, because we've been in the business a long time, we know it's going to take this many years to get all of it out. It's going to cost this much money to get all of it out. So the government guarantees, okay, we're going to pay you all that money over the years, plus 5 bucks a barrel. 5 bucks a barrel. They're guaranteed a profit. Guaranteed profit. That covers equipment breakdown, that covers labor, that covers all the cost of new equipment. Everything is included in that. Guaranteed profit, and all of a sudden, our oil industry is not going bankrupt. But we still need to pass a law saying, hey, no more coming in, swooping in, buying up all of our companies and land at fire sale prices. In fact, I'm asking everybody who sees this video, tell your representative, tell your senator they need to pass a law that says no foreign country can own land or businesses in America. I'm sorry, Saudi Arabia, but the farms are ours. You should not buy the farm. You should just pay the farmer for the product that's made. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, China is in a great place. They can end up, what if they end up owning 40-50% of America's oil industry? What about retail? What about manufacturing that's coming back? What if they buy all that stuff up? What if they own 25% of our manufacturing? Why would we allow that? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you to get on the phone or email with your people in Congress and tell them what you think. We've got to stop China because they will purchase everything they can. We're in a position where businesses are going bankrupt and they can buy them up. You know, what if China ends up owning half the bars in America? Restaurants, what if they own like 50 to 75% of the restaurants in America? Do you see where I'm getting at? One of these days, China is going to, in America, we're going to butt heads. China wants to control everything on the planet, everything. They want to conquer the planet. America's standing in their way. They're going to have to fight us at some point. Now, all you people with iPhones, iPads, I this, I that, I shoes, whatever, you're in trouble. Because when Apple decided they wanted to build in China, China said, okay, we want all your intellectual property. What's that mean? It means all the computer programs, all the manufacturing diagrams, everything having to do with building or operating that product, which gives China the ability to flip a switch and all those products turn off. What's going to happen then? My little Android phone is going to be gold and your phone is going to be a brick. Throw it in the ocean, it'll sink. And that's all it's good for. Ladies and gentlemen, I also don't buy Apple products because they use Chinese slave labor. There are tens of millions of people in gulags and re-education camps that are used as slave labor. There are over 100 million Muslims in re-education camps in China. What do they use for? Slave labor. I won't use an Apple product. Can I prove that Apple uses the slave labor? No. Do I believe they do? Yes. But I can't prove it. That's why I personally will not buy an Apple product. If you want to buy an Apple product, good for you. Have fun. Go to town. I'm out. You guys have a good night. Good day.